watching, and welcome to my hard hat discussion. My name is Anthony Masarwe. I'm a fourth year CM major here at Cal Poly, graduating in the spring. Looking forward to working with Rudolph and Sletten as a project engineer starting in August. But the more exciting part of this discussion is my guest, the CM graduate at Cal Poly, lead accredited professional, certified Lean Six Sigma from SDSU, DBIA professional, and vice president of Rudolph and Sletten. I have Howard Mills. Hey, Howard.
Hello, Anthony. Thank you for that long and lovely introduction. Good to see you, and thanks for the opportunity to talk to you.
Of course. Well, I guess we'll start with a little bit of history about you. What originally got you into construction management? What made you choose construction as a major at Cal Poly?
Originally going to Cal Poly, I was more interested on the design side. And as you know, on the early classes, architecture majors share a lot of the same classes as the CMs. And I was starting to buddy up with some of the CM majors. I wasn't completely clear on what the construction management has to offer. And one summer I came home and my parents were putting an addition to their house. They were doing work for about $100 a square foot, so we have a $100,000 addition going on, and find out that we have to sprinkler the addition to the house. I got involved, met with the architect, said, "Can we bring the house back a foot, bring it under the code requirement of the 1,000 square feet, down to 900 and something?" And we weren't required to sprinkler the house, saved the $20,000 and saved a little bit of money on the construction cost, and then kept working through it through the summer. And I go, whoa, this is probably what construction management is all about. We standardized the glazing on the balcony with shower doors and still had the same look. And I came back that summer and I changed my major to construction management and really haven't looked back since. But I got hired on with a mid-sized firm out of Newport Beach. It's from Southern California. And an opportunity came about with Rudolph and Sletten. I was a PM where I was coming from. I clipped my wings, maybe a senior PE again. Spent a little bit of time out of Roseville, the office that you intern with, and we're going to be having you come on board. Welcome.
Thank you.
Dabbled a little bit in business development, which I didn't think I would have any interest, but it expanded, my exposure to our industry. Got to get back into operations and oversaw our San Diego Courthouse project, $460 million project. And on the heels of that, was offered an opportunity to run our San Diego region, and where I am now. So
nice.
It's been awesome.
Yeah. So with that Newport company, were you doing smaller projects or similar size?
Yeah, they were smaller, but they were still ground up.
Mm-hmm.
If you can imagine, back in the day, I was building small hotels, 121 rooms for $8 million. And I'm dating myself, but they were ground up projects, and I got to touch all facets of it. And maybe finishing 2 or 3 projects during the course of the year, and it was really good experience.
All right, so what advice do you have for any students in their first or second year here at Cal Poly, construction majors?
Reflecting that internship, that was really eye-opening for me back in the day. It gave a lot of purpose to the coursework that I was doing. It made a lot of sense to what we were studying, and allowed me to know a little bit more what I wanted to do as I got out. Cal Poly does a great job with it already. We're obviously part of the program, trying to get in there and get the talented kids working with us on the internships. So I highly recommend you do that. Ask a lot of questions. It's a great opportunity. There's a lot of people with a lot of experience, and they like to share what they've learned. If I got any advice, it's ask questions, offer to do various different things, and get as much exposure as you can, because it'll help you when you get out. Last part of it is do a lot of interviews, practice. Practice makes perfect. And you learn a little bit about all the different opportunities you have with the interviewing companies, and then you can ask the right questions to the next one until you find the one that just fits you just perfectly.
When you started working for that company out in Newport, what would you say was the hardest part about transitioning from school to work?
I don't know if it was hard as much as it was an opportunity, but you really got an opportunity now to do some creative, critical thinking, having a responsibility, accountability. Clubs were depending on you, getting information and making sure, the project's moving forward.
What advice would you have for a new hire PE? Like, what do you look for in your PEs that are just starting out?
Ask the questions. You've got great resources that want to share that information, and put your hand up for opportunities that are interesting to you, because if they're interesting to you, it's a lot easier to do the work, right?
So as your career progressed, was there any specific or could you explain maybe a mistake that you made on a specific project, the solution, and how you learned from it?
One time, it was just me and the superintendent. We were doing a Costco and site improvement. My project manager would come out there weekly, so this trailer needs to get vacuumed up. And I'm going, hey man, I'm a project engineer. I just went to college, I got my degree, and I was busy. So the following week, that trailer wasn't vacuumed, and I hear the vacuum rolling. It was my project manager vacuuming up the trailer. And I count that as a mistake, but it was a life lesson. It made me realize. And now, as VP overseeing this office, I coach and mentor my team for everybody to look out for one another and help each other out.
Yeah. Is it weird coming out of college and being in charge of subcontractors that have been, in the industry for years, and you're just coming out of college and already starting to manage them and tell them what to do sometimes?
It builds on your confidence, especially when you're doing the right things and make the right decisions. So it's a little weird, but once you get settled into it, it's really gratifying.
In construction, with the long work weeks, what would you say is the key to a good work-life balance?
Making sure you put time aside. Like when I was graduating and I got out, I was single, and I was happy to earn a paycheck and support myself. And travel was my big thing. Just making sure you take time. Like this week, I buzzed out of here early on the evening to go see my daughter do her choir. I haven't done that in a year. So it's doing that. I still love travel. Now I love seeing it through the eyes of my, now 13-year-old. But just got to balance it. All right, bud. Well, I do appreciate it. I enjoyed meeting you and talking to you. And, good luck with the graduation. You do get to walk, right?
Yes, we do get to walk. We got one week.
Person. Cool.
Exciting. All right. Thanks, Howard.